Why do I even bother? I don't even know why I'm making this video. You saw my last video. You saw all those blue screens I got in Virtual PC while installing that Packard Bell Windows 95 thing. It was embarrassing. Look, I had to I was so embarrassed. I had to shave my entire head off. Well, all the hair off my head. I mean, I feel it really tore me up. 17 years of computer research, all for nothing but a bunch of blue screens on a video sharing social network site. It really hurt my feelings. Nah, I'm not gonna do that. my hair's still there and everything. I just playing with y'all. But this is Billy Core. Once again on January 25th, 2013. It's Friday evening. Thought this afternoon before I made that video, I was doing another little computer experiment here with my Dell Latitude CP. Now I know in previous videos of this computer, I referred it as the Dell Latitude CPI. Well, not long after I made the last video on this back in October, I soon discovered that this is not a CPI. The CPI had a Pentium 2. This is actually a Latitude CP, which is the original older version of it with a Pentium 1 MMX. So just a little clarification there. But anyway, even though it's not officially supported by Dell to do this, I thought, you know, I've never had a laptop running Windows for Workgroups 3.11 before. So I went on the internet tirelessly searching for drivers for Windows 3.1 and MS-DOS for this machine. And by some miracle, I happened to find them. So, it is with great pleasure I show you Windows 3.1 running on the Dell Latitude CP. And there we go, MS-DOS 6.22 is loaded. And I forgot to put win in autoexec.bat, so we have to get into Windows manually by typing win, not whim, win. There we go. And the computer kindly crashes. This is not my day, is it? Okay. Let's try this again. Looks like I'll be shaving some more hair off of my head. Okay, take two. Ah, here we go. That's more like it. That's the sound driver loading, and yes, that does get quite annoying after a while. But here it is with video drivers and sound drivers loaded onto a Dell Latitude CP with Windows 3.11. And I even got it running at 1024 by 768, which is quite interesting for Windows 3.x. But and also, if you're wondering, this is actually a different hard drive separate from what I usually use in here. I usually have a 20 gigabyte hard drive in here running Windows 98 2nd edition. Well, I installed this on a 3 gigabyte hard drive. course, I'm only using 2 gigs of it because MS-DOS can't address anything over that unless you use that notorious MS-DOS 7.0, which is very glitchy in my opinion. But anyway, this hard drive, if I ever want to use Windows 3.1, I just take this Windows 98 drive out and pop the Windows 3.1 in, or vice versa, and there we go. No dual booting or anything. That's one of the nice things about having a laptop. That kind of stuff is easy to do. Anyway, let's see what else. Let's see what all we got on here. Got Norton Desktop, Microsoft Bob, Microsoft Office 4.3, the Living Books, all the humongous games. That's what I always have to put on here. Some Sierra games, the Gus games. Even got Myst on here, which, believe it or not, I played as a kid. Truckology, which I need to do a review on sometime. But let's try. Let's open up Microsoft Word. Where is it? Oh, there it is, right there in front of me. There we go. Do it full screen mode. That's kind of weird to see in 1024 by 768, such an old version of Microsoft Word. Let me see if I can type something here. Let's see. Enough ease there for you? Okay. Nah, that's not really very artsy of me, so we won't save that. Let's try a game. Now, unfortunately, most of my computer games, as you know, run at 640 by 480. So, we're going to have to go to the control panel. Go to video configuration and switch it to 640 by 480. Folks, this was the days before on-the-fly resolution switching, so we got to restart Windows. Actually, this makes it a little bit easier than a lot of 3.1 drivers at the time. And there we are. Everything's scrunched together because this is a 90s laptop, and they were notorious for doing that on low resolutions. So let's try a game. One of my favorites. Humongous, where are you? There you go. You think a company called Humongous would be easier to find on here? Okay, let's open up good old Freddy Fish. Remember playing this on my Aunt's Gateway 2000 before I even had a computer. Oh yes, remember this little screen, folks? And while it does this, I will I will sing my favorite song by the Beatles. Never mind, we are moving ahead.
Thanks for getting the flowers, Sam. Sure thing, Freddie. They're wonderful.
Gotta love laptop speakers.
Bye, Freddie. Whoa!
To be honest with you, I'm really surprised that I was able to get Windows 3.1 running on here.
Hi, Snappy Turtle. Hi, Freddie.
Let's skip through this.
Hi, Luther. What are you doing? I'm trying to swim a loop-de-loop.
You know, I could show that sinister
Hey, Freddie.
hack where Eddie the Eel eats Luther, but I can't do that unless I have the internet article up telling me how to do it.
Ow!
But that'll be for a later video.
Look, Luther, a bottle. And there's a note inside. It says, to find Grandma Grouper's treasure chest, go near the beach. I'm gonna be rich when I find that treasure. We need to find Grandma Grouper's treasure chest because that's where the kelp seeds are. If we don't find them soon, all the fish are going to die.
Well, we're just going to have to let the fish die this time because I don't feel like playing this right now. Boy, I'm cruel. Okay, give up the good CD drive. Forgot to mention, it was, I think 2 weeks ago, I found another vintage laptop. I'm collecting these now, apparently, at Value Village for $3. It's a Toshiba Tecra 8100, which runs really, really well. It has a Pentium 3, which I need to do a video of sometime. I even got it running Windows 2000. Let's switch back to 1024 by 768. There we go. That is really annoying. And let's take a look at Norton Desktop. It's not Norton Desktop, it's the Norton Desktop. With this we can just get rid of Program Manager, and it gives it pretty much gives you its own version of the Windows 3.1 interface with a few other little activities to tinker with. And my favorite part is the screensavers. Like, yeah, that really doesn't work well on a Pentium MMX, does it? Maybe the clock will run better. Whoa, okay, that's still a little bit fast. You go to the message. That's pretty decent. Let me type in a message. Without caps lock. I know it, that's not going to work. But, okay, we'll, get out of Norton Desktop. I'll save that for another video. Go back to Program Manager. Do one more little thing, then we'll call it a video. The notorious Canyon test. Surprised y'all aren't sick of it already. Could be a little bit louder. Actually, let me adjust the sound settings. Not that. Faster, C, wave, there we go. Now let's see if it'll be a little bit more louder and clearer. Well, maybe not clearer since it's a laptop. Here we go. Okay, let's take a look at DOS. Then we'll call it a video. Let's try some DOS games. I don't know how easy this will be with the way I got the camera set up. Oh yeah, guess I need to run that diagnostics program again before I do this. Okay, what program do I need to be running? Okay, CW. That's a good way to show this little program off. Crystal Diagnostics. Well, it worked earlier. Whoa. Well, 8-bit sound works. Okay, it's definitely working now. Whew. So we can try Sky Roads again. Well, it got music with no sound effects, but hey, I always say the music is what makes this game, so... It. I really should show something else like Epic Pinball, but I don't feel like getting the CD. Because it surprisingly works pretty well on here. Here's Road 2, and yes, you will see me play Road 3 again in a moment. Okay, I just blew up there. Like I says, with the way I'm having to use a keyboard right now, the way I already am with Road 3, I really don't have a lot of money bet on that. I'm really not doing too good with Road 2, surprisingly. That one little part I can't get right. There we go. I'll keep my eye off the camera, maybe that will help me out. And voila, there we go. And because for some reason I like to torture myself with this. Here we go. God!